Hello everyone, welcome back to our flashback 20 years ago to Front Door TV. These were episodes shot around the state of Colorado. We had a lot of fun with this program. We plan to continue in the future. I'm Wayne Jennings with Sylvia Jennings, Mark Tachna, Kent Stinson. Where are we headed this time?
We're going to Black Forest, right inside Black Forest, maybe a quarter mile.
Which is north of Colorado Springs.
North of Colorado Springs.
Right.
If you take Black Forest Road straight up, you'll run into it. But
well, at least 20 years ago you were running.
Right. But still now it has 7 signals to get the same 2 miles.
A lot of stuff on the left and the right, but as soon as you drive in, yeah, it is literally legit Black Forest. It's still the same, give or take a few things. But
one of the memorable parts of this upcoming flashback is Sylvia's trip to the tool shed. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that.
There's a lot of testosterone in this episode. Let me just
put it that way. It's a little disturbing because, the tools are, let's just say they're sharp.
Yeah. Let's let them watch it.
Let's take a look. Let's roll.
All right.
This pavilion has hosted weddings, parties, and family reunions. It was handmade, hand-hewn, actually, by Rex, the owner.
He is well known around the country, very well known around the country as a competitive lumberjack, but he's also a very good teacher.
We are in Rex's inner sanctum, so to speak. This is where you have all the tools of your lumberjack trade.
All the tools, along with a lot of other stuff.
I'm going to be a little careful because you're sitting pretty close to me, and that looks like a very sharp blade, and I'm sure that's important.
You're a very wise woman, yes.
What do you do to take care of your equipment?
Not much anymore, but back when I was competing and doing lumberjack shows every day, you are constantly honing your axe, which is toe and heel, and you've got a bit, and these are like 7-pound axes.
Which explains why you've got these huge biceps. Just to pick them up is a lot of work.
Used to have. They've declined somewhat.
Give us a demonstration, please, of how you do that.
I don't know how this looks on screen, but you actually have to have a little spittle there to make it work. And it works a lot better than... this style here is for work, and this is a work axe. It's a beater axe. Whereas if you were doing it for competition, you'd be doing like this.
How do you decide which trees go and which stay?
Well, Wayne, you look them over carefully before you make the decision to cut them down. This one, if you look up, you're going to see some whorly nature to the limbs. You can see some mistletoe in the tree. It's also an understory tree. It's never going to prosper anyway. I don't want the mistletoe to spread over into the larger tree next to it. And the larger tree will begin to prosper more because when I take this one out, its feeding roots are going to come over in this area. It'll get more moisture, more mineral uptake. And so that's part of the procedure you use to decide when to take out a tree.
I am gladly going to step aside just a few steps and let you do your thing.
To begin to chop, you begin to chop in a pattern, all right? Now I've got the last thing you do on the side that you're opening with is put in a couple of drivers, okay? Need you to get out of the way. And let's see how quickly this tree comes down. You will still see fellas, mostly Australians or New Zealanders, chopping barefoot in competition these days. The way you actually do this, in order to square off one side, we'll just maybe do one side, maybe we'll do two, we'll see what happens here. You pre-select, you guess how long you can slab this off before you have to have a perpendicular cut in order to do it. In other words, if I tried rail splitting, we're not going to get a flat surface at all. We're going to get a split, it's going to go with the grain of wood, and it's going to look like a rail. Everybody picture a rail, that's pretty rough. So what we're going to do instead is like so. It should be one hit, but this is hard wood. It's dry and that makes it hard. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay? See what I'm doing here. I'm going straight into the wood like so. Straight down. And then hew the wood with the broad axe. Now, don't know if I've got my distances right here, but let's find out. Right out here, if I can. Now, anytime you're using an axe, you want your feet out of line with the axe for sure. Okay? but there's your first one, and you can see a knot. Okay? Your second piece of wood will be done just like the first. You're going to drop your spittle or just watch with your eye. We're not trying to be ultra accurate here. Look how much easier the next piece is coming off. Okay? Now we go to the third. I last did this, by the way, in 1989. All right, now you've got a flat side. Okay, the trick or the craft is to roll this now, and we're going to match up a 90 to it, okay? A lot easier than you thought it would be, isn't it? And one of the things you might not think about, you really hold this axe tight in this situation, because if it glances, where's it going to go? It's going to go over into your feet. Okay? Now, if you did this every day, when I turn this over, it would be exactly 90, and everything would be hunky-dory. You're going to see it's pretty darn close to 90 degrees. You guys want to come over and have a look?
Still have all 10 toes?
I chopped off one in a show one time, but it was reattached within an hour. Or lower life forms do grow new appendages. It's your choice.
Okay, that makes me just a little bit nervous to watch him chop that way. Believe it or not, he did not injure himself. He has all 10 toes.
What a character, and many more to show you, by the way.
Okay, who wasn't nervous watching him again chopping the wood in his bare feet? This is a problem.
I tried it.
You did not try it.
We didn't have any video
I
of
had
that, so I
socks.
don't
That's an
think you did.
exaggeration.
Yeah, I had socks on, but I didn't want to do the same thing.
But-
there's no way.
And for me, I wasn't nervous because you sort of lose all fear when you're looking through a camera.
Right.
All that really sort of goes away.
So
It's like
that
a barrier.
Everybody has to
So
surround
the rest
you
of
with
us were
fear.
traumatized, but you were shielded by the camera.
I was like just concentrating on the shot, making sure to get his beautiful toe, and making sure everything was. So it's like there's so much going on that
There's a lot going
I
on.
don't have time to be nervous about
And
what
we
he's
were
going to do.
there to visit a bed and breakfast, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, sometimes the storyline takes a fork in the road, and you're introduced to a gentleman who lumberjacks in his bare feet.
Yeah,
Who'd have thunk it?
right.
But it was a great segment, and made me a little nervous, but we survived.
And a funny little story. Can I share this? That I met him previously at some type of trade show, and he was throwing axes.
Oh, two.
And I had to go booth to booth and videotape all these different businesses, and he was an axe thrower. And I was like, "Can I get at the other end and you throw that axe at me?" Because I'm dumb.
You volunteered
And so
to
I
do
did. So I actually ended up, and then I think he said something like, "I think you should move aside and leave the camera there and not be."
Or put a
in the
GoPro
line of
there.
fire.
So there was no GoPros back then.
That's true. Yeah, 20 years ago.
That's right. So I left my camera there, and he threw the axe, and it was a pretty cool shot.
Well, and at some point, maybe we can revisit to see if he still has all 10 toes, and
Yeah.
he's doing well.
Good idea. I'm up for that.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us this go round, and we'll see you next time as we take a look back at Front Door TV Home and Lifestyle Show.